Well, right now we're getting a sense that there's not going to be any major change from the Fed. With unemployment still at 7.7%, economists we're talking to say that the Fed's basically on course to continue those asset purchases. But they do hope that today Ben Bernanke might shed a little bit more light on the debate within the Fed over the future of those asset purchases, the $85 billion a month now being purchased up, and just maybe some clues on when the Fed will start to scale that program back. Here's UBS's Drew Mattis this morning on surveillance.
This Fed's going to keep doing what it's doing and keep its foot on the accelerator. And it's somewhat problematic, I think. At some point, you have to really begin to think about how you're going to get out of what you're getting into. And I think the Fed over time has I think, favored tactical victories at what could end up being a strategic cost.
And it's that exit strategy that has a lot of economists and Fed watchers thinking. A new Bloomberg survey of economists out today suggests the chairman will likely start reducing the bond buying in the fourth quarter of this year. 36% in our survey of the 45 economists who responded say that's when the bond buying will start to taper off. 22% of the survey say it won't happen until 2014. You combine them, 58% in our survey. What will the unemployment rate be at that point? The median suggests 7.3%. So when will the Fed halt these purchases altogether? 35% in our survey say will happen in the first quarter of next year. The fourth quarter of 2013, 22% say that's when it will happen. So there is some disagreement among economists over that issue. And again, when all is said and done with QE3, the Fed will have purchased $600 billion in mortgage-backed securities, $545 billion in treasuries. Again, according to the median forecast in our survey, that will be the total for QE3. And the key factor, according to nearly two-thirds of the economists we talked to, say it will be improvement in the labor market that will decide when the Fed will shut this program down. But Betty, as you know, Bernanke himself has given no signals this bond buying is going to be ending anytime soon. We'll, of course, be looking to see if he delivers any new message today at his news conference.
And Peter, tell me a little bit about the difference in the schedule today. Why is that?
Well, we've got a change in the schedule because of the news conference. The Fed's changing things up a little bit. We'll get the statement and the projections from the Fed at 2 p.m., not in the 12 p.m. hour Eastern time. And then, of course, the chairman's news conference, 2:30 right afterwards. So less time in between for people to make their own assessment as to what's in the statement. We'll hear directly from the chairman much sooner.